Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about Python syntax. In Python, we have built-in functions. So let us take an example, print, which is a built-in function used to display output on our screen. So to know about syntax of a print built-in function, we can go to Google or we can go for Python documentation. Or we can see we have help function which is used to get the details of a built-in functions. So here I am going to Python interactive mode. So this is Python interactive mode. Here I am going to use help function to get the details on my built-in print function. So this is help on the built-in function print. So here I have different arguments passed. Separator is it is a string inserted between the values. That is, I can use separator. I can use separator here. It is space. I can use any other separator by mentioning separator is equals to that value. End is nothing but at the end of the each value, a string can be appended. It can be empty. It can be next line. It can be tab space. Anything. So here star arcs are nothing but multiple arguments. It represents multiple arguments. So if I take string arguments are nothing but any argument written in between double or single quotes. So if I write hi, this is a argument, a string argument. If I write a number, this is an integer argument. So here now I can see my output by calling the file. So here I can see from print high, there is an output for high, and for integer, the output is 5 integer. So here I can use multiple arguments in the same print function. One argument is high, I will use second argument with a comma 5, an integer argument. So now I can call. So here you can see now I have both two arguments passed shown in output. So this is a built-in function. So we can get the details of built-in function through interactive mode using help function. In Python syntax, indentation plays a very important role. Indentation is nothing but it can be a tab space or any number of spaces. So if I represent a piece of code inside any block of codes, I mean, if I take an if condition and write statements. So this is if statement syntax. So here statement 1, statement 2 are inside if condition. The statement 1 and statement 2 are the part of this if block. To represent that, I use this indentation. It can be tab space. By default, it takes tab space, or it can be any number of consistent spaces. That means it can be 2 spaces. I write a statement 1, statement 2. So here the spaces must be consistent. It cannot be variable. It has to be same spaces. Anything written outside without indentation are not part of this if statement. So here statement 1 and statement 2 are part of if block. Statement 3 is not the part of this block. Same goes for loops. Loop requirement statements. Anything out of statements, anything this in the out of indentation. So here these statements, here statement 1 is inside for loop. This statement 2 is outside the for loop. Here we can see an example for this using I am taking a integer with value 5, and if a greater than 0, let us take b value also. B is equals to 10. If a is less than b, print a less than b. Let us say this is my if block. Now print hi. Hello. Print hello. So now this print a less than b is inside an if block. This print hello is outside the if block. So if I run this program now, it prints a less than b because a is less than b. If I take a 15, it's not going to print the statements in if block. So here the statement inside the if block are denoted using indentation. So if I have given wrong indentation, let us say I have given print with only 2 indentation spaces, whereas I have given the above statement with a tab space, that is 4 spaces here. So it in a block the indentation has to be consistent, that is same. We can't use a different number of spaces for 2 different statements here like this. So it is going to throw an error which is indentation error. You can see it. So now it is an indentation error. If I want to remove this error, I have to use again 2 spaces, total 4 spaces. But if I now use here it is. Like this. I have to use this tab space. Okay. So this is the importance of the indentation. So for comments, syntax for comments is I have to use hash symbol between the statement. So this is my comment. These comments are ignored by Python interpreter. This is not executed. We can write anywhere. Taking A and B values. So what are the importance of comments? Comments are used to explain, or it is used to annotate our source code. So it makes easy to other programmers to understand our program. These comments are ignored by any compiler or interpreters. Now if I see, all the comments are ignored. Okay, these are some basics of Python syntax. We will see different syntaxes going forward, like how to use for loops, what are those syntaxes, how to use while loop, what are how to use multi comments, multi-line comments. So what are doc strings? We are going to see different concepts and those syntaxes going forward. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.